Mr. Touchman, we're on.
Welcome to Ddnn, the Ddnn News. I'm Gary Touchman, touching men from here to Boston and back again. Our top story of the evening takes us to North Korea, where the Northern Koreans are preparing the test launch of their latest missile, Taepyeong-dong. The Ddnn. The Ddnn is a more advanced version of the Ddnn. Apparently, the Ddnn is a bigger dong. This massive dong is capable of penetrating further and deeper than ever before. The Ddnn is reported to carry a nuclear payload, the likes of which the waters of Lake Minnetonka have never witnessed before. I'm being told we have an image of the dong coming up now. Wow, that's a big dong. The dongs are being shipped to Pyongyang for prepping and launch. They say that Pyongyang is looking to disrupt the meeting between President Obama and South Korean President Lee. In this reporter's not so very damned humble opinion, Pyongyang and all their gangs need to be banged. Those damn gangs in Pyongyang need to be hit with a bang so big it becomes a Pyongyang bang. We'll rake that shit up there with Hiroshima and Nagasaki, then chalk up another notch on the rigid staff of justice, the pulsating, throbbing, veiny, rigid staff of American justice. In other news, infamous rapper Ddnn recently announced that the music video Sunshine would be released soon. As we reported several months ago, this highly anticipated video was about to be released when unforeseen circumstances befell the production. In a press conference held earlier this week, Ddnn said, quote, "It's not my expletive fault the expletive footage was sitting on the expletive shelf for expletive months. Don't blame it on the expletive director talent or the expletive Cuban Z. Blame it on the expletives that expletively broke into the expletive barber shop. That's all the expletive I got to say about that. Miami Dolphins #1. Hey!" End quote. Wise words to reflect on as we impatiently await this artistic masterpiece. In our final story of the evening, new developments have arisen in the homunculus scare. Scientists now believe this devastating venereal disease originated within the flying Japanese sand tiger. The elusive and promiscuous cat had been seducing the locals for years, but only recently did these events come to light. Apparently those seduced would hoard the animals for more bestial loving. I'm gonna have to get me one of those sand tigers. Anyway, scientists' recent studies on bestial loving techniques of the flying Japanese sand tiger are directly related to the widespread infection of Homo homunculus. Here's a video of one such recent study.
Megan. Carlos, stop.
That was not the video. That was from my personal stash. That wasn't even funny. Could we please play the regular footage? Please. And there you have it. Devastating. And now it's time for the weather with Brian Truinsky. How's it going, Brian?
Pretty good, Gary, considering I'm still alive. You know, the weather here in Florida gets crazy sometimes, and it is hurricane season. Megan Fox fled Port St. Lucie some time ago. Maybe it's her transformative powers or something. But I gotta tell you, this hurricane season is a doozy, so let's get to the weather right now. So as you can see, we've got the entire state of Florida covered in massive thunderstorms and tornadoes and flooding. The hurricanes are going to be crazier than they've ever been. It's bedlam and chaos. Get out while you still can.
Sounds wonderful. I'm looking forward to it. And that was your evening news. I'm Gary Touchman from Ddnn, reminding you that if you're going to be touching men from here to Boston, make sure you're wearing gloves, because the homunculus is out there. Trust me, I know.